Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. I said earlier, I lived in China when I was a young man for a few years, and literally billions of people could only dream of doing what you're doing, gathering as free people to determine how we govern ourselves. So thank you for being here. As I said, I'm Tim Walz. I'm a public school teacher, and this is the most wonderful place in the world to do this. I supervised the high school lunchroom for 20 straight years, so I'm right at home. I'm a veteran of 24 years in the military. I'm a football coach. I'm a husband to Gwen. I'm a dad to a 17-year-old and 11-year-old, Hope and Gus. I've had the privilege of representing Southern Minnesota in the Congress, and I'm running for governor of Minnesota with my friend Peggy Flanagan because I believe in this state. I believe in one Minnesota where every child can succeed no matter where they come from, no matter their background, no matter their economics. I believe in Minnesota running for governor because everybody needs the human right opportunity to get affordable, quality health care. And I'm running for governor for Minnesota because what I believe is our neighbors know the true progressive values that built this state. And I'm running a campaign with all of you together that we are bringing back in those fundamentals that made Minnesota strong. With labor, we have the strongest labor endorsements at this point in the campaign that we've ever seen. From the interfaculty organization to the sheet metal workers, to the labor, to the carpenters, to the Teamsters, all the way down the line. Working men and women who understand the right to collectively bargain is what makes the middle class. And as your governor, we will fight for that piece. I'm running to get my former piece. I'm the second Democrat in 125 years to represent Southern Minnesota, the 9th largest congressional district in America, and I am like a Sasquatch. There are no more progressive rural Democrats. But I have the trust of those groups. I have the trust of the agricultural groups, and I also have a 97% voting record with League of Conservation Voters who, along with Land Stewardship and Farmers Union, introduced the most progressive land conservation bill in soil health in this nation's history this week. We can do that. And I'm running for governor to stand up for those democratic principles that we care about. Those who tell us we shouldn't worry about social issues, shame on them. If a child is being harassed for the bathroom they choose to use, we need to stand up for them and say that will not stand in Minnesota. I'm not going to know as a firebomber, but I will tell you this. I have stood up in Congress to this administration, whether it was discrimination against our transgender troops or being one of the 58 who voted to bring impeachment to the floor for the interference in our election processes. As your governor, I will stand in the face of those things. I ask you to join Peggy and I to create a progressive vision of Minnesota that goes to all corners of the state to bring back those things in Minnesota that we know make us strong. The labor part of it, a one Minnesota where urban and rural are united together, and democratic principles where we stand up for those who need to have a voice. So thank you for that. Have a great convention. Join us.